Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Pathologic Blind. And there's still some time until 7, so I'll just wander around, I guess. Because they usually start doing things from 7 onwards. You get like the report of how many dead people there are around 7 as well. So like the game doesn't really consider you to have started another day before 7.
My orders were to destroy every building in this town and then to shoot everyone who survives the bombardment. The military only comes when there's nothing to fix anymore. I'm keen on breaking that habit, though. I know that the people that can change the course of the catastrophe have been working here for some time. We will only destroy the thing pointed at by a healer who can argue in favor of taking such action.
How about not shooting at all?
If we don't shoot anything at all, the consequences will be devastating. You wanted freedom of choice. So choose a massive shelling or a single pinpoint strike. One way or another, we'll put an end to this circus.
Once again, it baffles me why someone would conduct a play about current events that are currently happening and that everyone knows about. The map kind of lied to me. I intend to like stock up on food and then sleep some more, because recently those quests have been kind of shorter and there's really not that much to do sort of in the meantime.
is splitting. I need some rest.
Total death toll 6,000.
This headache is splitting.
Day
I need
10,
some
in
rest.
which it becomes apparent that the Haruspex's victory will be defined by him making the right choice. The Bachelor unveils the mystery of the Udurg. I have made a staggering discovery. I think I understand now what your father meant when he spoke of the Udurg. Come see me and I will tell you everything about it.
Yes?
I've heard of the puzzle you're trying so hard to solve. So, you appear to believe that your father gave an oath to save a creature of a sublime kind, a supreme being in corporeal form, so to speak. Am I right? That's way too complicated for me, Oinon. Could you please shorter words? Use shorter words? Stop making fun of me. My words are shorter than the chants of your people's backwards beliefs anyway. Have you considered that your father may have actually had something very complex in mind, and not simply a huge beast? Something so recondite that the only way to describe it is with that term of yours. What else am I supposed to think about it? That your father's will should be interpreted as a metaphor rather than a literal description. So, well, it seems that I've accidentally found the thing you've been looking for all this time. I'm standing on the verge of an extraordinary discovery. Well, don't leave me hanging. I'm going to play a little unfair now. I suspect there is an ancient archaeological bed, so to speak, under the town. The place where the herdsmen of old used to live, before the factories were founded, when the abattoir was twice as tall as it is now. I wanted to ask the foreman about the precise location of the place and point to it on a map. I only need him to tell me under which district this bed lays. Not much, is it? Then, I'll tell you my interpretation of your father's will. I think I'll clear up your confusion. I have my own issues with the foreman. I can barely pry the information I need myself from him. I'm in a tough spot myself, Artemy. Don't get me wrong, I've tried everything I could. I don't have another way of finding out what I need. What I can tell you, though, is I need this information to neutralize the commander, or would you rather have him raise the town? No, of course not. Then help me out, and I'll help you back. Try to make the foreman talk, and if he doesn't, then the commander won't have the choice but to turn this place into a pile of ashes. I'll try. Is this the main quest for today? Yes. I should address the foreman with questions on my father's inheritance. Okay, still nothing to say. I'm just checking, since I'm in the neighborhood anyway. Now, to be honest, one pretty simplistic interpretation of the organism as a metaphor would be the community of the town. Like, you know, a town with all of its people could be described kind of as an organism in its own right, right? Although I'm not quite sure, that might be too simplistic of an explanation, because I'm not sure why would you need a metaphor for something like that. Doesn't seem all that complicated.
Diarchy is absurd. It will lead us nowhere.
Would you
One
do
of
me?
the chess pieces will have to get off the board.
Would you do me another favor? There is more bad news. I'm not surprised anymore. Every crucial person will have to face a dangerous trial now. Who is it this time? This time is Clara came to Murky, and now Murky wants to go outside. Clara did something bad to her. Murky is anxious now, I can feel it. What happened? I don't know. Nothing at all, perhaps. All I know is that Murky is very anxious, and she's not the type of girl to be easily scared by fairy tales. You'll be the one scared of hers. Why do you care for this Murky anyway? When Murky grows up, she'll replace Saburova. She knows how to listen to the soil, so she'll make a good mistress of Earth, and the Rat Prophet's dirt-peeling services will not be required anymore. Murky is clean. I'll stop by her place then.
Yes?
You always will be on my side, will you not? Can the foreman lie? I don't know. I don't think he can. If he doesn't want to tell the truth, he'll just gloss over the issue. Is he dangerous? Very much so. Talking to him is a constant risk. I think he's only waiting for an opportunity to get rid of you, but he doesn't have the heart to just go through with it, so he's waiting for permission. Permission from who? Oh, Bad Grief is dead as well? This person is sick. Do not blame yourself, that is not your fault. What if one of your rival counterparts must have overlooked them, or have left them on purpose? Nevertheless, no entry. Under quarantine, I keep a sorrowful watch. Can they be helped? Even being one of the bound, they are just an ordinary person. They can be cured just like any other. You're the healer here. It's your area of expertise. I just need to speak to them. They are unconscious. The development of the disease is uneven, sure, and this person can resist it longer than a commoner would, but there will be no talking unless you offer them a good antibiotic. That could bring them back to life for a while. Okay, do I even care about Bad Grief that much? A victim of your carelessness is behind this door. Victim of your negligence. To be honest, I'll save that schmauder for someone else, like one of the kids, or... because Bad Grief is literally a criminal. Like, you know, I'm not saying he deserves to die necessarily. I'm just saying, in a matter of limited resources, where multiple people might end up dying, he's pretty low on my priority list.
Dad used to bring food from the factory.
Is that you? But she didn't come back. Who? The doll. Not Clara, my doll. My doll went off for a walk, can you imagine? She probably went off to get food. She had nothing to eat. It's my fault. What does she eat? It's a doll, probably nothing. She eats herbs that grow by the bull burial grounds. You know those? They have bullhead stones. What is that doll to you anyway? Mommy and Daddy left her for me. She's the one listening to the earth. Personally, I can hear almost nothing. She tells me everything. She's nice. And which stone is she by? No one knows for sure, but there were worms there. Worms mean herbs. I'll bring you the doll. Could be somewhere around here. At least there's something to eat here. Oh. The guns. Going to feed the dolly. Murky is worried. She wants to get outside. What could possibly have made her so agitated? The dolly is fed by one of the bull barrows. Father said that these stones were here long before the first cattle breeders arrived. The stones were used for some ritual needs, and the bones that lay beneath make them easy to see. don't know what the game is pointing at. It was said that the doll is fed by herbs, but I gathered a bunch of those and didn't find it. So there's almost like a, kind of like a track. Murky's toy, a remarkably ugly specimen. With pets like that, no wonder the girl is growing up gloomy and aloof. It's cold here.
That bull in the lot is still alive. That's for sure.
I need an oven. Is this your doll? You poor doll, you look so tired. Have you eaten? Well, take care of her. Here, take this. It's not just a flask. There's blood in it. You know how to make medicine from it, don't you? Well, make some for yourself. Don't worry, it's no one's. How did you get this? I got it from a puddle near the tower when I went looking for my doll. There's probably a whole lake there by now. The earth is all damp, I feel it. I thought my doll could have gone to drink it. There's more where this came from. Go take a look. If this is true, then I'll come back and ask a few questions. So you stay here. At the base of the tower where? Okay, so you're giving me abattoir blood. That's actually pretty superb. Blood is emerging from beneath the children's tower, but where did it come from? Was the blood spilled within the tower? Makes me wonder who resides there. What tower do you mean there? Oh, that's the gun. some size. But I can make out a panacea with that. I just need to, like, I would like to check that place, but I'm not quite sure, like, what tower? The Polyhedron Tower? Like, that's the only place I've heard referred to specifically as a tower, but that's literally on the other side. Like, what were you doing there? Okay, I'll go to the abattoir because you know, time might be pressing me eventually. I will give the Schmauder to Bad Grease, because I will be able to make a panacea with that blood, and if there's more where it came from, then I'll be able to make even more. I have a box with the children's Schmauder, it could help. This will cripple them for the rest of their lives. It will burn their insides along with the plague. Are you sure you want to save them from the disease that this caused? Yeah. You seem pretty alright.
Yeah, I sleep when I'm dead. A part off sent to the well is broken at last.
Overalls, 97,000. Yeah, sure. Sure, definitely. It's definitely happening. Okay, so I can save someone else should the need arise. Hopefully I'll have enough time to wrap up the main quest. But it was definitely worth doing that side quest for that. And there might even be more. I will visit, you know, I'll look around the base of the Polyhedron once I go back to that part of town.
Changeling is getting ready for new achievements. I feel strength in her.
The rumors are true. Several children of Boro have betrayed the kin last night. They stole sacrificial blood from Turok's flesh and fled, abandoning the depths and cutting themselves off of Boss Turok's body. You're to find them and kill them. Do I absolutely have to kill them? He who takes the blood from the depths of the House of Boro is ripping at Mother Suok's flesh. They have bared a sharp knife, cutting themselves off from Bostorok's body, they are no longer kin to us. They can die. Why did they steal the blood? You ask too much, son of Burak. I thought you wanted to ask me only one question today, the one which is worth 1,000 others. Do not waste your breath on idle words. How can I find them? They have left a horrid trail behind them. You will find it when the spirits talk to you. Do not eat until you bring the blood back. Don't you dare take even a single breadcrumb, otherwise it's all useless. Why should I fast? A hungry man has a better sense of smell. You must be hungry to kill them. Hunger cleanses, food desecrates you. Bringing back the sacrificial blood isn't worth it. With a stomach full of food, the blood will return dirty and won't do us any good. Will I be allowed to eat when I kill them? When you bring back the blood and get it back, not before that, and let it be served. I will give you a drink now. You will feel hunger at once. You will feel pain. You will go to the raggy stone and fall asleep against your hunger pangs. You will sleep until a spirit tells you what the trail smells like. Then you will find them, you will kill them, and you will return. What is in that drink? It will cleanse your guts. To bring back the blood, you must be clean. Don't you dare take any food. If you take as little as a bite, blame yourself. Okay, give me that drink, I'll be back. And go to the barrow. Okay. So, I think that bit with the exhaustion was actually maybe part of the trials. Because right now, he said he's giving me a potion that will induce terrible hunger, and yet I am forbidden from eating food. So, I assume the same thing is going to happen, where it's going to max out, but I am not going to actually die. The spirits of the dead have visited the Raggy Barrow. They told me the sleeping men where the worms may be found, within the rotten corpse of the town. Okay, so I assume over here, alright. The butcher is here. Suok's warmth nourishes you, Oinon. Show me what you took from the abattoir. Why, we need it. You'll have to give it back. Alright, I'm just supposed to kill them? Where is the thing that they had? Do you have it? We are the worms within Bodo's body. Okay, I don't have the blood. But I guess I'm just supposed to kill them? Right. No, he claimed they need it, so it sounded as if they still have it. I'll see if the quest is updated once I kill them. If not, then I'll start worrying. Okay, give me the blood. I'll have to give it back. The punishment for the blasphemers and defilers is a deed worthy of a warden. Foreman Oyon will be glad to hear my story when I return to him. Okay, but I will check the base of the polyhedron for the blood. Although I will also save, because if it later turns out that it took too long and I couldn't get back in time and finish the main quest, then obviously that's going to be a problem.
Children no longer remember me.
Yes, I can actually food, but the timer is clear, hence rethink the changes. Okay, apparently the disease clouds are susceptible to being burned, which I wasn't expecting, but so surprised to be sure, but a welcome one.
What is this body made of?
Why do you risk your life for naught coming before me? I have found and killed the butchers. All of them? Yeah. Tell me what you want to know. You can ask one question. Who did my father have in mind? What is this Udur creature marked by this brand? The creature is all that you see around you, the earth and the settlement nurtured by it, from the abattoir, the house of Boss to Rock, and the vein of Bodo to the Gorkon River. They cannot be separated. The town cannot live without the earth feeding it. The earth cannot live without the parasite feeding it. A question is answered. Could you be more specific? The settlement is dying, you fool. Your father knew that the town would be attacked by the plague. He thought not of the people, the tiny parasites on the skin of both Turok, but of the Udurk, a creature so huge that the moon catches its sight and changes its shape into a crescent to greet its counterpart, when its flesh is proudly spread upon the earth. What sacrifice am I meant to make? You will learn that tomorrow if you pass the next trial. Don't get ahead of yourself. I will come. I wonder what the Bachelor will have to say on the matter. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can make it before midnight. To be honest, if I can't, it's going to kind of break me a little bit, because that's a lot of running. there's someone sick over here. I do have a panacea, so... this person is sick. It's not your fault. Can they be helped? Here I have a panacea. I can cure them. Give it to me. It is I who brings them back. I don't think I can do it though.
I'm going to investigate this tower. It's worthy of the most careful examination.
What say you? The foreman told me about the Uruk, it's the settlement. Did he phrase it exactly like this? He did. I have another interpretation of that term. Do you? I think that the mysterious sigil in Isidore's will stands for Simon Kane, your father's friend, a suprahuman, a creator of this town, an architect of the inhabited worlds. Is that so? I'd like to know what the Olginsky girl thinks about my interpretation. Capella. I would also like to know the opinion of a person whom I'm not allowed to visit under any circumstances, Katerina Saburova. I want to study the hypothesis at length. Maria might be biased. Ask these women, Artemi. If you're the one doing the asking, they'll talk. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to have enough time to do that. I might have to restart this entire day, to be honest. What exactly should I ask them about? Ask if Simon can be the Uruk. Let it be a general question. A simple yes or no in response will suffice. They are tricky ladies. They seem to know everything about us in advance, yet their knowledge is vague and devoid of specifics. They see very far and very little, but they'll know what you're talking about. Alright, it's not so hard to ask. Who or what do the little Capella and the dying Katerina think to be my Udurg? Yet there's no way. I'll have to redo that entire day. Like, this is pretty annoying actually, but if it was just Capella, then maybe I could do it. Even then it's a stretch. But Katerina's house is right over here. This is ridiculous. have a question for you. Can it be argued that Simon is an Udurk, a supreme being? I wouldn't call Simon himself that. He was born a man after all. Men and Udurk are different. Had Simon been reborn though, had he transferred his spirit to a new vessel, a body huge, perfect, and able to let others in, then he could have been called that. Is that possible at all? I doubt that, but in theory, you're talking about the local ideas and myths, are you not? An Udurk is not the thing to us these days as it used to be to the steppe people before. An Udurk is an idea now. Do you think the long mark symbol my father used referred to an idea? That's what you're talking about. Of course it didn't. Your father most likely meant exactly what the steppe myths do, but creatures like that do no longer exist. I don't think they ever have. If they ever existed, perhaps one day they will. Who knows? Who knows indeed?
Diarchy is absurd. It will lead us nowhere. One of the chess pieces will have to get off the board.
I'm not sure if I conducted this conversation appropriately, because my quest log wasn't updated.
The winter comes soon.
An Udurk is a living creature, a deity of sorts. It has a glimmer of life in it. It has to be able to be born and die. A man can probably be an Udurk for worms and germs, but so gross. Does the word have different meanings? I doubt it. A cult, for example, or a big family, but it's all an idea. A cult, for example, or a big family, but it's all misguided. The most important aspect of the Uruk concept is that it is a body, a corpus. Does it make sense? If Simon were to turn into a great ship carrying his people into a better life, and he would carry them on while remaining alive, then he would have become an Uruk. Creatures like that have never existed. Who knows? Okay, so
There's a peculiar smell.
so it seems maybe the quest log just doesn't update.
The night has come. The most pressing endeavors of the day were fulfilled at the expense of several lives of your bound. A mime performance at the theatre will feature today.
Okay, so I can continue, people just die, which I assume probably affects the ending, but at this point, I can't even be bothered to care. Like, I just want an ending. Even if it says, you know, rock falls, everybody dies, and then it rolls credits, I'll be alright with that.
My eyes look just like buttons, don't they?
Okay, so... Okay, so I can't finish it. It sort of wraps it up on its own. Alright, but this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one. I will see you in the next one. Bye.